not looking at it. Even though I'm kind of looking, it's wrapped in red, so I can't. I mean, you guys can see it. I'm not going. I'm not doing it. It's over there. I'm staying here. It's over there.
All right, gentlemen. Christmas is coming a little early today.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to day 10 of Wreck Bike Rebuild Garage, the CBR 300 build saga. Today's episode is a very exciting episode because it marks the day that our 300 build is transitioning into the positive side. All the rebuilding is done, all the fixing is done. Now we just get to add all the pretty stuff. And what we're doing today, if you guys watched the last episode, we prepped for powder coat.
Yes.
Disassembled everything we needed to so we could take this giant pile of parts to a powder coater. And that is what we're doing today. By the end of this episode, you will get to see what all the powder coat stuff looks like. But first, we got to go hook up with a new powder coat company that we're working with for this season that we are super excited for. You ready to go, Brian?
I'm ready to go.
We can't go yet because we haven't told them that if you guys like this show and want to help support it, you can go down below. Top link is a link to Patreon. For $5, you could win our CBR 300 or our 600 or our 1000 for less than the price of... Is a coffee $5?
I don't know. I don't drink coffee. We were just talking about that this morning.
That's true. How much is an energy drink? Not $5.
Like $3.
For the
$2.
For barely over the price of an energy drink, you could win a custom motorcycle. Just saying. Top link down below. Thank you for anybody that helps support the show. We wouldn't be able to do it without you. So, let's go on a field trip with Brian. What's going on, everybody? I don't know if you guys can hear me with the mask on. We're here on our field trip to, you guys see it, RTP. These are the guys that are going to be doing our powder coating for all of the bikes this season. But oh my God, breathing in the mask. I haven't done a video with this yet. It's terrible. But we're dropping off all of our 300 parts today. So I'm gonna let you guys go meet Sam, which is the guy running the show here today. He's gonna kind of talk you guys through what RTP is. And I'm gonna show you guys around the spot. They have such a legit thing going on here. Check it out.
Okay, all right. Add it up.
Hello, my name is Sam. I'm the owner of RTP Customs. We are a custom powder coating shop. We specialize in wheel repair and customization. We do brake calipers. And today we're going to be working with Chase just to add a little bit more touch to the bikes that he's creating. This is a little bit of a new venture for us. We're going to be working with a lot of bike frames, bike parts, and together with Chase, we're going to be making this a possibility. Make sure you check out this video, check out the work and the final result on this beautiful bike that we're building together.
Okay, all right.
What's going on, guys? So I just got
my backpack out of my truck, and then we really
we can just look.
be all twinsies and stuff.
So it's 6 o'clock on a Friday, but no, yeah, it is 6 o'clock. We got a call from Sam over at RTP. Huh?
Are we supposed to be there at 6? It's almost 6 o'clock.
Yes, we're supposed to be there at 6. We just got a call from Sam over at RTP. The powder coat for the 300 stuff is done. So
Super excited.
I know we'll talk about the delivery thing. Oh wait, I guess we already did. Never mind. Just know that we're very excited about RTP. These guys have been pretty legit from the get. That rhymed. But instead of going there and then showing you guys the parts here in the shop, we figured we'd take you guys along with. So we're going to run to RTP and see what all this powder coat is. Let's just go. We're into the point where things are going to get really exciting. We get to show the fun parts now. It's no more of the drudgery. Lights off. Let's go. You guys see Brian? He noticed the parts are over there, so he's all going in. He's cheating. He's not supposed to. Stop looking, Brian. Brian's a cheater. I wanted to be excited and get to see the part, or see the magnesium. Is it magnesium? Why do I keep thinking it's something else?
Titanium?
No, the brownish.
Yeah, magnesium.
Magnesium. Every time I have this thing in my head, like I say magnesium and I feel like it's not the right thing, but it's like that bronzy. It's magnesium. I'm gonna be authentic, just like first rides, not looking at it. Even though I'm kind of looking, it's wrapped in red, so I can't. I mean, you guys can see it. I'm not going. I'm not doing it. It's over there. I'm staying here. It's over there.
All right, gentlemen,
Oh,
Christmas
snap.
is coming a little early today.
Okay, so we got the wheel that we gave these guys, right?
Yes.
So let's all look. This is the wheel. We've all seen this. We know. And then, because of red plastic wrap, we have no idea what color that is.
We can go ahead and do this. Hold it up for us.
I'll hold it.
See if it finds a spot to stand. There it is.
Okay, guys, so we're now in the same place as we were with the intro, but we are back.
Wearing all the same clothing?
Yes, it is a different day, but it's the same us. We've got all the stuff powder coated, but before we get to unboxing this, I just want to talk real quick about customer service that we experienced with RTP. It was a few days after we had dropped off all our parts. I got a text from Sam and said, hey, your palette is going to be delivered tomorrow, like the color palette. I didn't know what that meant, and I thought I needed to go to the powder coater because he was going to have like a little swatch and be like, this is the color. How do you feel how the color looks? And that day, I think we were in the middle of filming something. We get a knock on the door from a dude named Kyle. Dude comes in, super cool guy, and he's like, hey man, I'm from here, from RTP, and I've got your color swatches. And we're like, what do you mean? They have a driver drive to the customer, and this is not just us. This is like this is like what they do.
Yep. They have a pickup and delivery service.
They have a pickup and delivery service. Dude drove color swatches to us, literally had two little fans looking like color swatches, and was like, what do you guys think about these colors? And we're like, what is happening right now? And he's like, we just wanted you to see the colors before we powder coat all your shit.
We were able to lay out all the stuff that we had here to
Because we still
put
had the
the
rear wheel
colors side by
here.
side and match the colors as best we could. And we actually decided that the colors that they brought us needed to be one shade darker, and that's really exactly what they did. Powder coating concierge is a whole new experience for me, and I've been in the industry, in the power sports industry for 20 years now.
Yeah.
And I've never ever seen customer service for something like this at this level. I was pretty blown away myself.
We are on YouTube, so RTP is not paying us. We paid for these parts and everything, but we have been so shocked at how they have not only run their business like internally to do the work, but then the customer service outside of their business has shocked us on multiple occasions.
Absolutely.
At least 2 to 3 times, Brian and I have had a conversation of like, bro, that's how you run business. It needs to be noted when that level of service is offered.
Yes.
So I just wanted to say that before we get to unboxing all of this stuff. Obviously, we're about to see so their customer service is really good. Ideally, if this product matches their customer service, done. Easy.
Yeah, we're not looking for another powder coater ever again.
That was just a really cool experience I wanted you guys to know about. So let's grab the other camera and let's unbox this. All right, so Brian, bring the frame on over. I'm just going to stay over here so we're not even close to it. still not on the stream. The stream is getting Sprite. All right, let's show the stream because it's still wrapped in red. They can only see little bits of it. Bro, look at that.
Y'all ready?
Oh my goodness! All right,
Start unwrapping it.
yeah. Let's get this thing unwrapped. So Brian is currently grabbing one of our wheels so we can show you guys the hub, which is what we got from Warp 9, and then the color of the frame.
That's pretty close.
These two are totally different companies, and RTP had to match this.
As best they could.
And look at how close
Yeah.
that is.
The color is so close. The sheen obviously is different because this is a polished metal.
Right.
And this was, sandblasted metal, so you're not going to get the same brightness, but the color is right there.
So for you guys that don't know, the whole bike is going to be black, and the only accent color is going to be this magnesium color, and the frame. So the frame and the hubs are probably going to be the only things that color. So they're not going to be close together at all. Nobody's going to be able to see that on the wheel and see the frame and
be
think
like, oh, they're too far apart. Yeah, they're
right.
They're pretty close.
I think this is a phenomenal job. To have just given them a wheel and being like, all right, that color in the middle.
I agree. We're good.
So
I think we need to clean up the sand first.
Yeah, let's clean the sand up real quick just so we're not scratching anything, and then we'll get the rest of the parts. We'll show you what all's in there in a moment. Oh, this is the Judd piece. Yeah, true.
Bro, look at this thing.
Oh my goodness. GG, fam. G, motherfreaking G. Uh-oh, seat bracket, boys. The other Judd piece. So this is a finicky piece. This has a lot of parts in it that cannot get powder coated. So how did they do?
They did good here. Nothing inside of here. Nothing in the threads. Just a tiny bit inside of here, but you can't be 100% perfect. We can get that off pretty easy. Those threads are all nice and clean. Same thing on this side where this big washer goes down. The only thing they did is they powder coated inside here.
Oh, where the bar
actually goes. So that's going to take up quite a bit of space, and the bar is not going to fit in there real nice, so we'll need to clear that out. But
gotcha.
We are also getting a clamp that's going to go in here. Mm-hmm. That is going to change our handlebar width from 7/8 inch to 1 1/8 inch. So we may be able to leave it all because it's not actually getting a handlebar in here. It's getting a block.
Gotcha.
That's going to go on, but
and we'll tackle that whenever the time comes.
Exactly. We'll worry about that when we have to. But this thing is beautiful.
A lot of these parts don't have a ton of pieces they have to be very careful of. This is a hyper-specific piece.
Yeah, this one had a lot of stuff for them to worry about, as well as the swing arm.
What? This looks like a giant cheese plate, dude. Now, forgive all of my nasty fingerprints on this, but if you guys don't remember, this is the seat bracket that Judd made us, and now it is in its final form, which is...
It's a shame that thing will never be seen.
I know. Well, no, so that's why we make the show, because even though it'll never be seen, the people that watch the show, ideally the person that wins this bike will realize the stuff that's on inside of it. Holy shit. They took the Honda logo out and put it back in.
Yeah,
yes.
I think they peeled that logo out, powder coated it, and then stuck it back on afterwards. Because there's no way that thing would have survived the oven. Pretty sweet.
All right.
Unfortunately, we're not using this. Yeah.
Make it a keychain.
That is a pretty gnarly keychain. See, here's the underside of that clamp where they left it clean.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So this one, there's no powder in here on these faces where the other half of it here.
Right.
All that stuff got coated.
I would imagine the paint, or the tape might have come off for something like that, because if they did it for the underside...
They like the marking tape that he put on originally.
Right.
Yes, not the stuff that they put in the...
No. Yeah,
oven,
when the marking tape probably fell off or something like that.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of that stuff was greasy and oily.
Shiniest kickstand ever. can't have a kickstand not match everything else,
You had the other rear set, right?
though. I did, yeah, it's over here. It's a good black. Chose a really good black to get on here.
Wow. This is the shifter side.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Hey, Brian, tell me where on this fork you think that other things were protruding. Because if you guys don't remember, this bike had front fenders. And
Yep.
we did a fender delete, and we had Judd take the fenders off, similar to the other side.
So there was one here, and one here.
Only you, who have seen this thing multiple times, will
Yeah, know
ever
where
in
they're-
its existence
I mean-
know that. Dude, look at this one. Nothing.
Yeah, because this side is where the brake is at.
Right.
And that side was only the fender.
See,
Beauty.
This is where like our build so far, it doesn't really come to fruition until like a little part of like halfway through, where we start getting final pieces in. This is like final piece time, even down to the. I love it, man. This is cool. This is exciting.
Okay, alright. Add it up.
This is everything we had powder coated, and I think we might have missed a couple of parts.
We did miss a couple parts. We were talking about that earlier. So
And then I think we still may have missed a couple of parts that we didn't talk about earlier as well.
really,
Like the bracketry that is going to hold the engine in the frame.
oh shoot.
Now that stuff is all that kind of grayish black factory finish
Right.
powder coat. Do we want it this color? Or do we want it black?
These are hard decisions to make.
So if we do it the same color as this,
It'll blend in.
they'll look like more frame pieces versus bracketry.
Right.
If we powder coat it in black, we're going to have the frame in the magnesium color, then the bracketry in this really shiny black,
Touching the
and
gray
then
of
the
the engine.
engine in that flat-ish color.
It has to be gold, or the magnesium.
Or do we leave it the color it is, the same color as the engine now?
I don't think we can't do it black because we can't put
I
a
agree.
piece of
So
black,
either we leave it, it's the same,
and it looks like the
hue
engine
is
is
the
just touching
engine?
stuff. Yeah.
or we do it in this color.
So we already have stuff that has to go back for powder
We
coat.
do.
We have. So let's talk about real quick what pieces we were discussing earlier that we did miss.
Okay, so we missed the front brake master cylinder perch,
Yep.
the clutch perch, and then the rest of the stuff we don't really have. But that's pretty much it. So the perches that we didn't
Yeah.
do, and now these engine mounting brackets that we did not do.
Right. And to be
But
clear,
we still have a really big list of parts that we need to order
Yeah.
for this thing. So
well, there's that, and we're also going to be going back to the powder coat guys over at RTP anyway
Because
we've got
we
the
have
other
two
bikes.
other machines to
Yeah,
do.
we have two entire other machines taken apart. So, you guys, I'm sure a lot of you guys have been watching all of our builds. We've been digging into the 1000 engine. The parts list for that was disgusting. We've been digging into the 600 engine, and the last thing you guys really heard was like, oh no, the 300 engine looks bad. Like bad. And the last thing we left you guys off on was, do we buy a new one? Like Revzilla's hooking us up this season with OEM parts. Do we order the entire engine and parts? I'm going to let Brian take it from here. Take him
Okay.
through the entire engine process.
So, you saw us disassemble our engine, and everything was all ground into little bitty pieces and slurries and curls of metal. It just so happens that our CBR 300 fell within a VIN range for a recall for the crankshaft. It's not the physical crankshaft itself that was the failure, but there is a set of plain bearings on the sides of the connecting rod. Actually, I have a crank, and I can explain in great detail. So, this is actually a CBR 300 crank. This is the same crank that was in our engine that had went boom. But I don't know if you could see in here, these copper, they look like spacers on either side of the crankshaft. Or either side of the connecting rod, excuse me. So that part was the failure in our engine. So those spacers gave way, pulled out of their home, and that allowed for side-to-side movement in our connecting rod, and that's what gobbled up all the rest of the bearings and spread everything through the motor. So because the failure was this recalled part, Honda is responsible for the repair of the engine. So we brought our engine to our local Honda dealership, and they ran the VIN, found out that the recall had not yet been done yet, and then submitted to Honda the claim for the repair for our engine. And they wound up ordering in all the parts necessary individually to reassemble our engine. And what we got back from our local Honda dealership is a fresh, fully rebuilt Honda CBR 300R engine from bottom to top with all factory parts assembled by a certified Honda technician. And this is now ours to put back in our beautiful frame and with all of our other beautifully powder-coated parts.
So this is a good opportunity to show everybody what we were talking about. When we were talking about the engine brackets, so this is this grayish black.
It's almost like a satin finish versus our high gloss.
Right. And this is the same that a lot of the triple pieces were. So these are the only three colors, is the magnesium color, the black, and this kind of OEM color. This is what we were talking about, the differences in, like, do we make it black, do we make it the gray, which is what we've been calling it, or do we make it the magnesium? So totally brand new engine, has 0 miles, wheels are, like, this is going to be a brand new motorcycle, like, truly.
The only thing that's really left over from the original bike that hasn't been touched,
Tank will be touched.
the tank will be touched. It hasn't been yet. Nothing will not be changed on this machine.
Yeah, like down to every single bolt and screw that goes through the whole thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's our situation. That I think that brings everybody up to speed with where we are with the 300 engine, or period. What it's looking like for the other builds as well is, now that we've got all this stuff for the 300, we're gonna try to fast track our 300 build
To get it out of the way.
to get it done, you know, have it finished, and then we can swap focus back to the 600 and the 1000. Because right now we've all been doing a lot of drudgery work through a lot of these builds because of our genius leader who decided 3 motorcycles at one time would be great.
We all agreed to it.
We
We
did
all
all
did agree to it, and we all made a mistake.
So yeah, that's kind of what we're looking at. We're going to go ahead and order all of our kind of finalized parts for the 300. Ideally, we can get it done soon-ish, and then, you know, get to the other works at hand.
Did you say works at hand?
Works at hand. There's a lot of works at hand. What is the next thing we do here with the 300?
So we have to get some parts in.
And we need tires for the wheels.
Yes, we need tubes, tires, steering head bearings, swing arm bearings. We need handlebars. We need to get our perches done. And then that will get us, we need to put our forks back together. So I don't know if we have fork seals yet or not. I need to double check. I don't think we have fork oil. We might not. So we have to reassemble the forks, assemble the wheels, put the bearings in the chassis, reassemble the chassis, put the wheels on it, and then hang the engine in it. So, and that's just to get us to a rolling chassis with an engine in it. We still have to reinstall the wiring harness. We still have to install the belly pan for the subframe for the tail section that holds the battery and all the electronics in it. Then
So
we
you gotta get
still
the tank
have to
modified?
we still have to have the gas tank body worked and painted, and then our seat cowl needs to be painted as well to match the tank. We still have to have the front bracket made to hold our headlight and speedo unit.
You guys ever ask a question and
Not wanna
you
know the
get
answer?
the answer that you get the correct answer, but you didn't expect the answer you get. Because I know all that, but
It doesn't sound so.
No, it sounds terrible. I wanted to hear oh yeah, we just do this and do this and blah, 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 and then we're done. And then that was not the answer.
So, we're here at the point where now we need to touch everything again for its final time.
All right. Well,
Or at least for its second to final time.
okay, that's going to bring us to the end of this episode. We've got a lot of stuff to do, and we have a path forward for this. So let's go order the stuff. We will see you guys on the next episode of Wreck Bike Rebuild Garage. Make sure to hit the like button if you enjoy the video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you like motorcycle content. And if you got a spare $5, support the season, potentially win a motorcycle. Well, not an engine, whole bike. We don't.
After it's assembled.
After
After
it's
it's assembled.
assembled.
Yeah.
We give you the parts like a deconstructed taco.
Yes, we give you the biggest box of Legos ever. Cool video idea. Anyway,
All right, well, this would be a mixture of Legos and Technics because we got all kinds of stuff mixed together.
we'll see you guys on the next one later. Outro crew, what do you guys think about the magnesium frame? You guys ever seen a magnesium frame? A colored magnesium
Thank you.
frame? I think it looks sick. Everybody seems to be pretty happy with the color here. Let us know what you guys think in the comments down below. Don't forget, put OC in your comment because everybody doesn't follow to the end of the episodes, sees everybody putting OC, and they're like, what's up with OC? Why is everybody saying OC? They need to watch the rest of the video.
Yep.
And they tell on themselves, they don't even know it.